Marilyn's father, Robert Cobb, came to America right around the Great Depression. He came really as a hard-working man and worked and eked out a living the best he could. Eventually he brought Marilyn's mother here, and siblings were born, 3 within the family, 3 Cobb children. When Robert passed on several years ago, he left us an inheritance. That inheritance came as a result of his hard work. He never ceased to work and to save and to leave to his children. So Marilyn and I, rather than being spendthrifts and going hog wild and just buying things of the flesh, we decided that we would turn around and invest it in property. So behind me, that park model, we purchased it for our daughter Amy when she first got married. And it's been a blessing. And so I have to confess to you, I hired a crew to prune the oak trees. It was really bugging me. They were growing up over the roof, destroying some of the roof line and some of the shingles, and just bringing shade and moss and all kinds of problems. So I didn't want to have to spend the $700, but the problem is I can't do that work anymore. I can't be climbing up and down ladders like I used to, and then I can't haul off all the brush. They have places to dispose of that. So for $700 turnkey, they climb up, they do all the work, and as you can see, they are doing a wonderful job. I'm very thankful for that. But the bottom line, I had to ask the Lord, even though I didn't want to fork over that money, I'm retired, and that's a lot of money to let loose of. And it's not that I'm greedy, it's just that I'm cautious and careful. But the Lord reminded me, He says, you know, He said to my spirit, you're being a steward of what I've entrusted you to. And I know enough of the New Testament that Jesus has lots of steward passages, like the parable of the talents. He gives responsibility with talent. Also that person who has the 5 and the 10 and then the 0, the 1, and that 1 ends up becoming 0 because he does nothing with it and he's chastised by the Lord. And then the steward who makes good on his owner's properties, and even though he's been fired, he works things out in such a way that even Jesus said in that parable, this was an example of a faithful and good steward making good with what he's been given. You see, so whether you have a bedroom, a car, you might say, well, little bit, I don't even own a house. I don't own a park model in a beautiful trailer park. No, but you do own your bedroom, and you do have the responsibility for the things that God has asked you to care for. What if it's your first car? Cleaning it, detailing it, maintaining it. That's all part of stewardship. God, believe it or not, is going to hold us accountable to what He's given to us to be stewards over. But you're saying, but little bit, we're supposed to be spiritually minded, not earthly, because the things of the earth are not spiritual. You know where that doctrine comes from? Gnosticism in the 1st century, that only what was spiritual was really pleasing to God. Anything of the physical world was not of God. That is baloney. What about from the very beginning, God told Adam to till the ground, make good the creation, a physical creation that I've created, make it beautiful. And so Adam's responsibility was to be a steward over his creation. So I'm a steward over my garden, a steward over my grass, all the things that I have to care and mend. Yes, like you, I get tired of it. And the older you get, the more tired of stewarding the things that God has given to you to steward. But God is going to bless us for being faithful with what He has given to us. So be the person who will steward what God gives you, whether it's the bedroom, the car, or the house, or your money. God's trusting you to be faithful. I leave you with this word to pause and ponder.